Welcome back. We continue our discussion. Mexicans who want to visit Canada are now being promised a faster visa application process. This after years of pressure from the Mexican government. Since 2009, Canada has required all Mexican travelers to apply in advance for a visitor visa. But business leaders claim that visa process is hurting Canada's economy. Kristiaan Yeo reports from Toronto.
When Canada and Mexico implemented the North American Free Trade Agreement along with the US in 1994, it signaled the start of a new era of economic partnership between the North American neighbors. Goods and services would pass more freely across borders, and so too would the people.
20 years on and Canadians can't get enough of Mexico. More than 2 million of them visit the country each year. But when it comes to Mexicans visiting Canada, well, that's a different story.
Mexican TV producer Salvador Alanis moved to Canada in 2007. Having made a name for himself in Mexico City, he attracts many clients from his home country. But he still tries to conduct as much of that business face-to-face as possible.
I really believe that when you take your client from wherever they are and you bring them here and you show them, okay, this is the people working in your product, no? This is the people doing your edit. This is the way we do it. And this is more or less the mentality. And he can sit down and see, it's a completely different relationship.
Taking his Canadian staff for meetings in Mexico is never a problem, but bringing Mexican visitors here often is. Canada requires all Mexicans to apply for a visa in advance, even for a one-day business trip or a vacation. Salvador has had photographers and clients either flat out refused entry to Canada or left waiting and waiting for an answer.
The photographer couldn't come for one reason. The process was so long. So they said, it's useless. When I get to Canada, yeah, you won't need me. And then the other guy applied in advance and the visa was refused. See, he didn't get the visa. So we couldn't do it.
Mexicans have needed visitor visas to enter Canada since 2009 in response to a rise in fraudulent refugee claims. But since Canada's refugee policy reforms, which closed many of the loopholes that made fraud possible, some in the legal community claim the visas are no longer necessary.
The visa should be removed. It's impossible that we are sending 2 million people to Mexico every year as a tourist, and well, the government said 34,000 this year Mexicans got a visa.
Another victim of the visa, Canada's own tourism industry. According to one report, total annual spend by Mexican tourists in Canada has almost halved, from $365 million to below $200 million. Despite pressure from the Canadian Council of Chief Executives and Mexican President Peña Nieto, Canada is holding firm. It is, however, starting to fast-track Mexicans who've legally entered Canada or the US in the past 10 years. In a statement to CCTV, Citizenship and Immigration Canada says fast-track travellers can now get a visa within 7 days, and the average wait time for all applicants is now under 10 days. Kristiaan Yeo, CCTV, Toronto.